For most people, when you think of the Holocaust or you think of World War II, you're going to be thinking of Auschwitz. But a lot of people don't ever talk about Unit 731. And it's been noted to be this heinous research programs ever done, sitting pretty close to the Holocaust. This unit was made to research biological and chemical warfare. It was pretty much known as the Asian Holocaust, where the Japanese Imperial Army would experiment on people, specifically Chinese people, making up 70%, while the remaining 30% were Russian. These victims were anyone from newborn babies to your elderly grandparents. These experiments included like frostbite testings, forced rape, surgeries, cutting victims up, injecting them with diseases and chemicals, sitting them in hot fans, and so much more. Over 500,000 people died from these experiments, and there was no documented survivors. There is no one who ever made it out alive. Once a victim was pretty much done with an experiment, they were killed, or they were killed during an experiment or because of an experiment. It was all under this belief of research, and Dr. Shiro Ishii, the microbiologist, he built this program which had over 150 buildings, 8 divisions, 3,000 staff members, and it was all a secret. They would kidnap victims and perform experiments on them, and then they would just kill them off like they were useless. They were just basically test subjects. No, they weren't just like they were. Luckily, it did come to an end after World War II, but it wasn't fast enough, and almost nobody was liable. The United States of America even granted these men and these researchers immunity if they just gave over their research data, and then they wouldn't be charged with anything. Unit 731 shows us how vile humans can really be when we're given too much power and we're able to dehumanize an entire group of people who we no longer see as people, but just objects to test on. And today, we're going to discuss what happened on Unit 731.